This game was made by people who think eating rusted metal has nutritional value. That's a great one to start off on. Worst game out there. Really? You think this is the worst game in existence? I can think of a few games that are much worse than Dead by Daylight. I have suffered less during a pandemic than playing as a killer. Frick. I have suffered less during a pandemic than playing as killer in this garbage. I can attest to that. This game is like an abusive relationship. I'm constantly unhappy when I play it, and it makes me want to rip my hair out, but I keep coming back. Don't pick it up if you are easily tilted. Devs, change the animations back to normal. God damn it, you always get the long reads, don't you? Okay. Here we go. Let me make this clear. I love Dead by Daylight, which probably confuses you as I have stated that I wouldn't recommend this to other players, and there is a very good reason for this. Firstly, certain elements of this game are incredibly unbalanced. The map system in this game is complete garbage, and even though I'm a survivor main with 75% of my hours across all platforms being that of a survivor, most of the maps in this game are ruthless for killers. I need to take a breath. I wouldn't say that this game is survivor-sided, as realistically a scummy killer can hold all the power in a game by simply going against the survival rulebook for killers. But it is still brutal. Multiple videos providing evidence for this can be found online, including videos from Demi, True Talent, etc. From Broken Loops to sweat squads with locker flashlighting on Dead Dog Saloon, the potential to destroy a killer's motivation to play this game is definitely there. Secondly, after 1,000 hours in this game, you would expect to be able to have all perks for all characters on at least half of the cast for one of the sides. I'm sure if you were ridiculously efficient with how you spend your blood points from the very beginning of the game, then it just might be barely possible. Tier systems for perks in this game are outdated and needs to be completely removed for both sides. This would avoid needing thousands of hours to be able to play any killer you want and play any survivor how you want as well. I'm aware changing survivors doesn't really matter too much, but for killers this is a really big deal. Lastly, MMR is complete trash. The ranking system in DBD has never been accurate and probably never will be. Ironically, the current grade system is better at ranking than the MMR ranking system. I'm aware in a game like this it's hard to create a sustainable ranking system, but just slapping a bad system onto it and calling it a day is not a solution. Every new patch in DBD seems to make the game slightly more unplayable for both sides, but mostly for killers. Everyone wants the same 4 perks out of a pool of 6 or 7 on both sides, and it's ridiculous how little variety there is in this game. Half of the excellent perks are locked behind paywalls, which, whilst not an issue for myself personally, is a giant issue for a 5-year-old game. This is no longer a game that I have an infinite amount of passion for like I used to. I've played this game on console from just after its launch, but repeatedly came back as I found the concept to be original and enticing. Back in late 2018, I switched to the PC version, stopped playing yet again, but in 2019 was drawn back into it again. This was probably the peak of DBD for myself and a lot of others, as whilst it was unbalanced, it was nowhere near as hellish as it currently is. I met some lifelong friends through this game, so will always be grateful to it, and it will always hold a special place to me as far as a game can. If you were thinking of hitting this game, be prepared to sink thousands of hours into it before being able to play it at an optimal level. I wish you luck and hope you grow to love this game as much as I did. Holy shit, that last part was a struggle. Honestly, the community is so toxic, it's safer just to do black tar heroin. Damn. Game is trash for survivors. You can't take a hit and take 4 steps without being downed again. Where the fuck is the fun in that? I specifically remember a clip where I got hooked and immediately got chased by a Trevin Pro, I'm pretty sure, twice in a row after getting hit again, so I can relate to this one on a personal level. And finally, one more that I actually also can relate to. Plays Survivor, killers seem overpowered. Plays killer, survivors seem overpowered.